Yeah.
comment, and we'll open up for questions.
Proud of our football program, proud of our football team, really proud of those 4 guys that were in here that you bombarded with the questions. Western Illinois is a really good football team right now, and my hat goes off to them, and again, I'm proud and excited about the win tonight. Really excited about our fan support, a lot of positives tonight, and it was a while coming, but good things take a while, and we're going to build on this.
Questions?
Coach, talk about the resurgence of Tyrell Cool in that pass game. He had a big game for you guys tonight. Made some clutch catches down the stretch. Talk about Tyrell's importance to the team.
Huge. It's huge. You know, a young man that had played running back. We asked him to move. He made that commitment. That's not easy for a young man. And you know, we talked about it this week as a staff. He has gotten better every day. And I tell you what, he's a picture of what you can do when you believe in the system and believe in yourself. And anytime you catch a ball, though, somebody's got to throw it and somebody's got to block. So that's the beauty of football. But he's had a huge impact in our football program.
Coach, there were some sort of awkward moments today, some strange penalties and missed tackles, and you know even Kyle turns it over. Is this the case though, where because you got the end result, you kind of overlook it and try and build on that and clean that up as the week goes on?
Well, we don't overlook anything. So we will address any errors. We had 4 penalties in the first half. We had 1 in the second half. So that was a huge improvement. That's our kind of football. Missed tackles, that's unacceptable. That's they're a good running team, but make them earn it. Don't give them those extra yards. So we'll address that. We're not gonna beat our guys up, but we're gonna be win or lose. We approach it the same way in terms of this is what we need to work on, men, and there always is something to work on.
Coach, can you talk about scoring 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter?
We did what we needed to do to win the football game, and ideally we shouldn't have had to do that. But Matt Barr is a great football player. That quarterback from Western, he will bring them back, and our guys responded, and our team played better tonight, and I'm excited about that. There's a lot of positives. I said that we can build on. We need to build on.
Coach, you had a couple of big defensive stops early on Western Illinois, kept them out of the end zone in that first quarter. How big was that for the defense to come out there and shut out the Leathernecks in that first quarter?
That's huge because you give them the ball in the fumble recovery, and I think they missed the field goal on that one. Those things, you think you scored almost. The momentum that creates in the football team. So you never know. Our guys know that. And sometimes we don't always do it, but you never know in a football game what play will have an impact. All those field goals, extra points, all that stuff. That's a whole different football game. A lot of unique plays in this football game.
Coach, what's the easiest explanation for the turnaround of the offense tonight?
Simple game plan. The fat guys did a great job. They absolutely did a great job. I think our tight ends did a great job. Thomas O'Brien did a very good job, and we got 2 good running backs, and they did what they were supposed to do. And that's a good defense. They've proven that, and our guys did a nice job. So, belief, working your tail off. There are no magic formulas in football.
Coach, what did you tell players after the game?
I said, I'm going to get out of here. They didn't need me in the locker room. They were dancing and doing stuff I feel uncomfortable with. So, bad stuff. But I stood up and I said, I'm proud of you. And we have a neat football team. We have unbelievable senior leaders. And I don't know if they deserve more, but they deserve a lot. They give a lot to South Dakota State. And so I just stood up and said, man, you played for respect and you got some tonight, and we can have more of these. And brought in the seniors to break them down and got out of there.
To see the seniors get a win, what did go through your head?
I love seniors. I love a kid that commits to something and works hard. Football's hard work. It's real hard work. And around here, it's real hard work because we work hard. And we don't take days off. We don't mess around. And that's life, though. You work hard, you reap the benefits, and sometimes you look at the end score, it's not there, but you roll it out again, and our seniors did that.
Coach, you talked about the offensive line tonight, and they opened up some big holes in the game for Manette and Duffy, and also did a good job of protecting O'Brien. Did you make any adjustments going into this week's game?
We did. We've gone against this defense again with Western and with Cal Poly, and we really went back to what we thought was the best game plan, and that's for the most part all zone blocking. And as they appear, block the guy in your area. So it was a pretty. I'm not taking away from Western, but it was a pretty simple game plan.
Coach, special teams were
Good.
exciting
They were
in good
good.
and bad ways tonight. What are your thoughts on what's going on at that unit?
Okay, all right. The punt game was unbelievable. Dean Pretty was excellent. Our kickoff coverage, other than the one breakdown, was very good. Our short snapping was disappointing, and the first one was just you too excited. You know, he airballed it, and then so he goes out and it's tentative, and he rolls it back there. And there's a lesson to be learned there. Not in the end that we could have scored 2 points on that bad snap had we been away. And we only had one guy go out, they had one guy cover him. Had we had 2 guys go out, who knows what can happen? But we'll shore that out. I don't. You know, that young man will come back and he'll have his head up, and we'll be fine.
Coach, to be able to go 5 for 5 in the red zone, past couple games you kind of struggled there. You think this team is turning the corner where they're getting the system and maybe some of those young guys are buying into things?
I don't know about a corner. I think our guys believe, and I think there was proof tonight. There were some results, and so we will build on that. We play one game at a time and one play at a time, and our guys understand that each one of those plays can have an impact. And we try to not play the game of football like that, but like this. And that's this is how we'll approach it. But there's a lot of positives again to build on.
Coach, was Josh Ronick around this weekend? Did he talk to the guys?
He was. He came back and he was at our walkthrough this morning. And then he did our chapel this afternoon. Had a neat message for the guys, and it was special to have him back. Adam Timmerman was out in the field. I saw him. A lot of alums were back, and that's our football family, and that's exciting.
Coach, I believe this is the first time all you guys have scored a touchdown in the first half. What was kind of sad at halftime, knowing that you were kind of showed you were able to score against them early?
We talked about let's go and win the football game. You know, in fact, to be honest with you, I'm back here thinking we got a bunch of time. We did, and the team was ready to go, so I didn't say anything to them, to be honest with you. So maybe we'll just apply that rule, just keep my mouth quiet. And, they were ready to go. They were excited. It was a 25-minute half, and they didn't realize that. And they were stood in the hallway down here for 4 minutes waiting to go out. So, which is an example of sometimes we overcoach things, we overtalk things. We made some minor adjustments, and then went out and won the football game against a real good football team.
Coach, any thoughts on the way the team kind of weathered the adversity of an 0-4 start? That's a difficult stretch, and these guys, since they've been with you, haven't been through anything like that.
I think they weathered it like winners. I know they weathered it like winners. Again, they understand that every day is a chance to get better. Every play is a chance to win a football game, and their importance and their what they mean to South Dakota State football doesn't have anything to do with winning and losing. All we ask them to do is do their best. And they won tonight. They feel good. We're going to go back to work tomorrow.
Coach, how important is this win tonight in terms of maybe getting some momentum for Southern Illinois next week?
I think it's huge. Yeah, it's huge. We got to go on the road. That's tough in the Missouri Valley against the program that probably has the greatest tradition. And we need to build on the positives, not beat our guys up. We won't. We'll just make the corrections. But I think it's huge.
Do you feel that the pressure is a little bit off now that you get that first win and you avoid the worst start?
Blood pressure.
There you go.
No, I make light of that. Our job in the end is to put a good product out there on the field and win football games. I didn't mean to make light of that. And myself and hopefully our players don't feel that pressure. It's built in, but you don't perform at your best when you feel like there's a cloud over your head. God gives you opportunities and you make the most out of them, and that's what we try to do here.
One more. Talk about the impact Corey Jeske's had this year. Obviously, he saw limited time last year, but this year he's made some big impacts for you. He games, I believe, 17 tackles, a sack, I thought his plays here.
Well, when your safety's making 17 tackles, he's number one. He's earning his scholarship. Number two, that's way too many for the defensive backs to be making, but what I love about Corey Jeske, there's many things, but his spirit, his energy, his excitement, and he always goes full speed, so huge impact. Conrad Kerstead goes down, can't play, and again, that hurt us as a football team, but that's one of the reasons Corey has stepped up, and that's football, that's life, so.